What up, what up, what up, what up? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Happy Arbor Day, whatever the fuck it is that's going on at the time in which you download this, but you are currently listening to Just Killing Time. My name is Moranzio Vance, and I have been doing this podcast consistently since 2011. I believe I am a part of this experiment called life. I'm on a journey to figure shit out based upon the things that were handed to me upon arriving in this world and the things that I've acquired along the way. I knew nothing when I came into this world, and I have made it this far, and these are my stories of how I see things. That's just what it is. It's my perspective. That's how I'm going to start the podcast every week until I come up with something better. My buddy Dustin was like, you got to come up with an opening or something like that. I don't know what the fuck to do, man. It's just, you know what you're doing? You're listening to me talk out loud until I find something funny to make a joke about or something to build some stories around to add some funny to it. The idea that people just write jokes, like I'm gonna just set you up. I like to do this, and then I like to do that, and pow! Like I don't know how to do that. I know how to do that, but what the fuck? That's formulaic. Like, so I was walking, and then poop, and then pow, and I don't know what the fuck that is. It's like multicam sitcoms. They know how to set the punchline up. They know how to tell the joke or whatever the meat of the thing, and then boom, the punchline. Like, I don't want to do that shit, man. I think I know how to do it, but even knowing how to do it, I try not to do it that way. You know, that whole formula of it. It's like color by numbers, paint by numbers, or whatever. So basically, I am going to talk out loud until I find something funny about whatever it is that I am trying to find funny in. And this week, I have decided to kill time discussing how I handled what I went through during the pandemic. This may be a couple of episodes of how I handled the pandemic because so much fucking happened. So much happened. I'm gonna try to find the funny in what happened. And it's not a lot. Somebody said, how could you find something funny about the pandemic? I can find something good about Trump if you give me some time. I'm 50-50 on everything. I'm 50-50 on like, Trump say crazy shit. Some of that shit not crazy. Trump is racist. Some of that shit ain't like, it's just, you can't defend him because if you do, then you're not black or you're not human or you're a racist or you're a piece of shit. Like you can't give any credit or, you know, vilify or agree with anything someone that everybody hates says. Like you just can't because you're just a terrible person. How could you? It's like, we're doing that. Think about the people that you love that have done fucked up shit. You still want to like their shit, but you can't because if you do, society will say you're a piece of shit because you like that person, except for Woody Allen. People publicly say we love Woody Allen when we know what Woody Allen did. Mos Def talked about it in a rap song. I'm not saying nothing that has not already been said. Mos Def said in the rap song, we see Woody and Soon Yi at the playoff game. Like he married his stepdaughter. Like that's the most Maury Povich hillbilly incestuous shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. He married his stepdaughter. That's like you raised it and fattened it up and then you cooked it. Like that's what happened there. But if you say it out loud, you get I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about. Like if the shit happened, we can't talk about what happened. Like we're a bad person because we saw something happen. We reported it. Like help me understand. I'm trying to understand. So you can't say you like Trump, and that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. If you want to be like, you can't like Trump, I'm trying to find the good in him. Life was more exciting when he was in office. Like, you would wake up every morning and be like, what the fuck is he going to do today? On pins and needles, like, what the fuck is he going to tweet out today? That part was exciting. I don't give a fuck what you say. Life was way more exciting when he was in office. This shit is boring right now. Biden's administration is boring and fucking expensive. Biden's administration is boring and expensive and extremely, extremely, extremely democratic. It's very boring and expensive. Be in this shit with us. Boring and expensive. Be broke. Be at home. Be without gas. Be without shit on the shelf. Be without excitement. Be boring. While laws are slowly changing to fuck everybody over. I sat and just watched TV. I sat and watched life happen during the pandemic. I sat, and this is coming from the heart, I sat trying to figure out how to make something funny out of the fact that I live in Hollywood. Agents, managers, lawyers, producers, everybody. Do you understand the world did not stop? People were still trying to make content in the pandemic to keep you occupied, because the idea of you just sitting at home and figuring out, how am I going to feed myself? How can I become self-sufficient? How can I learn how to grow my own crops? How can I learn how to do my own electrical engineering shit around my house? How can I learn how to do my own plumbing? How can I learn how to save more money? How can I learn how to put solar panels in my house? How can I learn how to teach my kids not to be racist pieces of shit? How can I teach my kids not to be fucking egotistical, entitled little fucks that they are? Instead of you trying to focus on those things, instead of you trying to figure out, okay, let me just pay off my car, or let me figure out how to fix my own car, you needed content. You was complaining that there was nothing on TV. Y'all made jokes like, I just watched the whole entire Netflix. It's like, whatever. Nobody really took that time and invested in figuring out who they were, what they want, what's important, why am I here, do I need to do something different, should I be doing something different, I need to be doing something different, why am I not doing nothing different, will somebody please tell me to do something different? Like, instead of that shit, you bitched about content. And instead of like looking inward and fixing yourself, you fucking got on the internet and wanted to let everybody know how fucking bored you were, that you had to stay at home with your family and your dog and live in your apartment that you really don't get to spend a whole lot of time in, because you are out working to keep the motherfucker, so you're really never at home. Or if you are at home, it's because your apartment costs so much and you don't make enough money at your job that you can't go out into the world to fucking enjoy anything. That part, ladies and gentlemen, nobody focused on that part. Nobody focused on how to improve their lives once the fucking lights got cut back on and the world resumed with the bullshit that we were doing before COVID happened. We didn't do that part. We didn't do that part. No one got a chance to rest. No one got a chance to deal with their trauma. Everybody's traumatized. If you went through this pandemic in some shape, form, or fashion, you are traumatized. You lost somebody, or you lost something, or you lost yourself. You lost your taste, you lost your fucking smell, you lost weight, you lost functionality of certain things, you lost loved ones, you lost your job, you lost your home, you lost money, you lost your car, you lost somebody. Everybody lost, except for Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos went out and had a boat made from scratch, and the place where they built it, he built it inside of a place where they need to tear down the bridge so the boat can get out. But the bridge is historical and people don't want him to tear it down. He's like, well, I'll rebuild it when it's, fix it. And they let him do it because he got more money than the God that whoever y'all believe in. People like, not my Lord. He ain't got more than my Jesus. Whatever. He God here on earth right now. Because if you use Amazon, you worship him. If you use Amazon, you worship Jeff I'm not knocking it. Shit, if I could be God here on earth, I would too. If I could be fucking a bald Thor and have a hammer that's actually a online website that everybody in the world go through me to get some shit, that's ambitious, baby. That's capitalism. That's capitalism. I sat at home and I watched the world complain about having to sit at home and rest. I watched people complain about having to sit at home and rest. Be upset because I got to spend time with my kids. My kids getting on my nerves. My husband getting on my nerves. My wife getting on my nerves. My dog getting on my nerves. But you rather be at work with Janice from accounting who's annoying as fuck. Or you rather be at work pouring coffee at Starbucks. Or you rather be at work fucking ripping tickets at a movie theater. You rather be at work than be at home. No one thought about how can I make it where I don't have to go back to work and still be able to earn a living without the government funding my bullshit. That part. Did we do that part? Nope. You know what I did? I sat at home dealing with the fact that I lost 5 people during the pandemic. I had to sit at home and explain to my white friends who don't understand racism or proclaim they don't understand. Why do y'all have a problem with this? Or is this how we treat you guys? Is this how other people treat you guys? I was not aware. I had one person call me and ask me, how can I make sure my child doesn't treat black people like shit? And I wanted to be like, how? Well, I kind of was like, why don't you just teach your child? Why don't you don't treat people like black people like shit, and maybe your child won't treat people like shit, black people like shit, right? Like, if you are worried about your child growing up and treating black people like shit, you should probably do things to make sure your child doesn't grow up to treat black people like shit by not treating black people like shit, by not acting as though black people are any different from you because of your pigmentation. Try those things, right? Try saying, hey, I understand what you are going through, or I want to understand what you're going through, or I can't imagine what you're going through, but what I do see is fucked up, because if somebody treated a white person like this, I would definitely have a problem with that. Like, that part, right? I had someone in the business. I'm going to be very vague about the details. I've had this happen to me 2 or 3 times. Apparently, straight white men can't get work in Hollywood. That's the narrative going right now. White guys like, I can't get in the writer's room. I can't be on TV shows. Nobody wants to see a straight white male on TV. I don't understand. That's crazy, right? But apparently, when I call or when we have discussions about how black people are getting on TV now, or, you know, they could do a better job about getting black people on TV, I have a lot of white male industry suits come up to me and say stuff like, I represent this famous white guy and I can't get him any work, so you shouldn't even be complaining, or you don't even understand how hard it is. If I can't get this white guy working, what makes you think you got a shot? Like, a therapist would probably tell me, why don't you look at it, you know, differently? Why can't you see it from a positive standpoint? Like, this is an opportunity for you to get on TV. I want to believe that. I want to believe that this tearing down of the old guards and opening up the doors so people of color can get on TV. All color. Even people who use black voice to become famous, and then when they get what they want, they no longer use black voice, or they only use black voice when it's convenient. Like, that part, right? They still go to black people that were already working before they were even giving black people an opportunity. Like, they already had black people in place that they were like, we're going to work with these black people. It's rare that you see new black faces because they still want something they can trust. I'm confused, but I don't even give a fuck about that. I think I spent most of my time in the pandemic trying to explain to people in the industry that what I was seeing and going through was traumatic from a standpoint of I watched a black man get killed on the news by police with a knee on his neck. A lot of images of black men being shot in the back. A lot of images of black men being shot in the face. A lot of black men being murdered and killed. Look, you can say murdered, killed, resisted arrest, didn't comply, and that's why they died. Whatever little slogan or catchphrase you want to come up with. At the end of the day, a lot of images of men who look like me are broadcast on TV to let people know this is happening to us. But it also is sending a message of, if you don't listen to us, this is what we're going to do to you. And you can tell that you really don't mean anything to us because we throw coins at you after we accidentally murder you. Coins. No one's missing $2 million. No one's missing $12 million. No one's missing $27 million. That money's able to be recuperated. But it's like, we'll kill you. And this is a message to let, it's kind of like the Confederate statues, except it's on TV. It's to let you know, yes, complain all you want, we're still going to kill you. That chick, Kim Porter, got, what, a week in jail for killing that kid? What, 2 years in jail for killing that kid? Yo, I've only been to Minnesota once to perform. Once in my life. And I didn't go far. I went to the Mall of America and maybe like a store. It was cold. I didn't want to go out in the world. But I didn't know they killed black people the way they killed black. Minnesota is killing black people. Like, they are killing. Minnesota is murdering black people. Minnesota must be Native American for kill black people if you white and you're a cop. Because they are killing black people in fucking Minnesota. Fuck New York. Fuck Georgia. Minnesota is like, look, we want our name in these streets. Let people know what time it is out here in Minneapolis. We taking them down. Let's go. We need to be a part of the conversation. Motherfuckers are trying to be like Baltimore. They trying to decrease the population. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see how silly this shit is. Anyway, I find it beautiful because it's just interesting to see this happen. Because I just don't think nothing will get done. Nothing will get done because too many people will be distracted. There's too much money involved. I did a comedy special about trying to heal. It was funny. Nobody gives a fuck about a man, first of all, a man healing, but they give even less of a fuck about a black man healing. And that goes for everybody that can hear my voice. Nobody gives a fuck about a black man healing. Nobody of any race, of any gender, any complexion, ethnicity, whatever category, whatever laptop, whatever you represent, whatever pronoun or adjective or adverb you go by, nobody cares about a black man healing at all. At all. There's no money in it. And we are more valuable broken than we are fixed. Take that to the bank. We're more valuable broken than we are fixed. You know why we're more valuable broken? Because we can go to jail. We'll do whatever we got to do to play sports. The system will come get us. Men will go to jail for hitting women. Men will go to jail for child support. Black men will go to jail for killing somebody to try to make some money so you don't have to go to jail for child support. Black men sell drugs. People say you shouldn't. There's no reason why you should sell drugs. If you live in a city where they don't want to hire black people, What job are you supposed to do? If you live in a state where the laws don't make it possible for black people to get employment, what are you supposed to do? And people will say that's not even happening, but it does. I can't believe how much colonizing we're doing. I can't believe how much colonizing has taken place. This is all the stuff I did during the pandemic, try to figure out how can we get out of this rut? How can we get out of this fucking nightmare, this hamster wheel that we get caught on? Dear black people, stop looking at black celebrities as our saviors. They're not going to save you. They're not. Not one black celebrity is going to save you. Not one black celebrity is going to save you. Not one. Not one. Not one. And you're going to go broke, and you're going to go in debt, and you're going to be miserable trying to get on the same level as this celebrity. They're not going to save you, and you're not going to be like them. It's not going to happen. It's not meant for it to happen. Celebrities are lottery tickets. It's once in a lifetime. It's rare. It's rare. And you keep scratching. You keep playing numbers thinking you're going to be on that level with somebody. Or you do things to make people think that you're close to it, slowly getting to it, actually there. Or I'm going to start living that life now and it's going to come to me. Stop all that shit, dude. Stop being dumb. God damn. I used to do this joke where I would talk about how we would have TVs in the headrest and you would be in a car chase watching yourself on the TVs in the headrest. And I don't know why I stopped doing that joke. I don't know why, but I had a joke about motherfuckers flossing and putting TVs in the headrest and watching themselves get chased by the police while they're in the car that they're being chased in. And I just stopped doing it. It's so many jokes. It's so many thoughts and ideas I've just left on the table. Because I'll write a joke and I'll be like, is this joke even worth it? Is it necessary to tell this joke? What am I accomplishing by telling this joke? Am I solving a problem? Am I creating a solution? Am I giving someone else something to say, oh God, I get it. I'm there too. That's what I do that too. I remember that. I spent the whole entire pandemic trying to understand how I can eat off myself. How can I make money off of what I do before anybody makes money off of me? But not only that, how can I make money off myself without having someone have to stand next to me before people believe that what I'm trying to sell is worth whatever I'm charging for it? I hate this. I need to hook up with somebody to get on shit. And I know a lot of people say, everybody need to hook up. But you don't understand what that does. When people know that you need them to fucking get ahead or get something or to eat, they're going to abuse you. I live in LA. I have not seen a situation where I picked up the phone and called somebody who has the power to do something and say, yo, my man, you're not doing nothing. Yo, you want to be a part of blah, blah, blah. It's already set up. All you got to do is just come and step in and the ship will go. And they know that, and they will make you wait on bated breath. They will like make you sweat. It's dirty out here. Listen to me. There's no place dirtier. I don't know. I may not say that. Politics is dirty. Hollywood is nothing but politics with movies. That's what politics is. Dirty. People are dying. Like Epstein people are dying. And we just like, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Like shit is happening. Kevin Spacey's accusers are like dead and no one has batted an eye at it. Kevin Spacey's accusers are, they're like 2 of them are dead or 3 of them are dead, like whatever. Kevin Spacey is Francis Underwood in real life. Like, this motherfucker took his character too far past the screen. He is that guy in fucking real life. Point I'm making is, I've been trying to figure out how I can, like, get the shit to the people directly. The things that I really want to do. The things I really want to talk about. Without being told that it's not good enough. That was an issue I dealt with. Like, I had a manager for a long time who told me, stop writing for yourself. Stop writing for yourself. Write for other people. And I'm like, I don't want to write for other people. I want to write for myself. Motherfucker would not support me writing for myself at all. And then some of the shit that I wrote, I ended up making a TV show out of anyway. Lazy, dude. Lazy. There's this thing where it must be in an agent manager playbook where no matter how hard you try, they'll tell you that they can only do but so much. You got to give them something. But when you give them your best or your all, if they can't sell it, then they'll be like, I need something else. So it makes it your fault that you don't have what you want. Just inside scoop right there. Literally, you could be with the biggest management agency in the world, and they will still tell you you need to go out and get some help because there's nothing they can do. And that's generally if they don't believe in you. Like they believe in you, but not enough to invest in you. That's the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, that is nothing but the truth. So help me God, that's nothing but the truth. They only invest in you if they believe in you. But if they think they can get something out of you, they will help you if you do all the work first. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. I don't think there's a comedian or actor or director or producer, anybody out there that would disagree with that. I'm sure somebody would. Like, no, man, that's not how it is. There's nothing more loyal in the world. Maybe a dog, maybe. But there's nothing more loyal in this world than a mediocre comic that has a big name sponsor that allows them to eat in this world. There's nothing more loyal than a comedian who is indebted to another big name comic for allowing them or paving a way for them to work. I promise you, there's prostitutes out there that are not even that loyal to their Johns. There are children not even that loyal to their parents. A mediocre comic that's thankful, boy. This is what I decided to do with my time. I don't even know. I've tried to make something funny out of something that I said. I don't know. I said some stuff. I'm going to still go back to what I did during the pandemic. This is going to be in bits and pieces. I'm going to sprinkle it in here and there. But if you have any suggestions, I don't even really want suggestions, but if you want to hit me up and let me know what you think, I may put out some merch. I don't know. I'm trying to be consistent right now. But if you want to hit me up at jktpodcast@gmail.com. If you have any suggestions on how to make the podcast better, by all means, share it with me. I'm here for it. But just know that there's nothing you can say that's going to hurt me because I don't care. And I have just killed time.